what I'd like to do is I'd like to take you through the boat, show you the different systems, show you some of the things that I added to the boat since I got it. The reason I'm selling it is because my wife passed away, and I will no longer be making any trips by boat. Let's take a look at what the rest of the boat looks like and see what you think. This is a black walnut table that I made for the boat, drop leaf table that can drop down or come up to a different height. It's mechanism underneath. I usually slide it over here and we sit on the couch and eat. Over here is the panel for the boat. It has both the AC switches and DC switches. Down here is the gauges for the generator. This is generator start, and there's a gauge over here that shows you if your filters are starting to plug up, and you get a reading on there, and you know, oh, I better change my filters on for the engine. And there's a voltmeter here that as you switch it, it shows you the different batteries in the boat and what their voltage is. See it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and here's our disc player for our music, and here's our smaller Garmin. We have a bigger one on the bridge. This over here is a toggle for the bow thruster. You can hear it, and that's what that is. This right here is your autopilot. Okay, so this is the AC vents over here, here, and here, and I installed a brand new AC, which I'll show you. It's in up forward in the closet. It was hardly used. It was put in only a matter of a month or so ago. And this fan has a remote power, different speeds, which is nice. It puts out a lot of air. In here is your electrical stuff, which you have your battery charger, and you have all your fuses, and everything's labeled. Your master switches, and it was done by a professional electrician recently who did a great job, and it cost me a big bundle of money. Here's your standard tachometer, hour meter, and all your switches for your water pressure, your lights, your bilge pump, your large bilge pump. This is your aft bilge pump. It's a smaller one. This is your engine stop switch over here. So when you're running, when you're ready to shut it off, you hit that. And then you have your VHF radio there. We have these special sun curtains that keep a lot of the sun out from getting in and heating up the cabin, and they're on with snaps. They can be easily taken off. Okay, just a short time ago, put a brand new 6 cubic foot refrigerator, General Electric, that has hardly been used at all. Besides that, I also installed a refrigerator freezer, which is an Adler Barber, and the compressor's up in the forward part. I can show you that later. And you won't find any other Mainships with this, because this was one of my unique ideas that I came up with. Alright, and over here is an outlet for anything you want to run off the inverter. And you can just coffee maker, microwave, plug it into that outlet, The inverter's on. The inverter's in a closet on the other side, and that works great. Okay, and we have some more AC vents over here. Vents, and this is the brand new AC control that you can set here. And of course we got the stove and the oven. And you know, your normal utensils and stuff goes in there. The freezer that I put in there, it takes stand-up ice cubes, and they fit in there against each other, and works great. You get great big ice cubes out of it. This is a filter I'm going to put on here, but I didn't do it yet. And I guess we didn't mention the microwave. This is a TV we added to the Veep area, which is really nice for laying in bed at night, and it also takes like Netflix or any of those type of discs, and you just put them in on the side. This is a very recent upholstery job that was completely redone, and the next thing I wanted to show you is the brand new 18,500 BTU air conditioner that I put in this closet, and it was really great during this few hot days after I put it in, but it hasn't seen very much use. It was put in this season, and that's it for that. Another closet over here for jackets and things. This hatch is a stainless steel rimmed hatch that I put in about 2 years ago, and it's seals well. It doesn't leak, and it's a beautiful looking thing from the top side. Carpeting is all new. It's hardly walked on, and behind these doors is the compressor for the new Labelle unit, the refrigerator freezer that I put in the top over there. That's that. So we have a brand new pull-out door here that gives you privacy if you need, and you pull it across. Yeah, you have storage under the teak steps for whatever you want to store. This is the shower area here. It has a seat that you can sit on, and has a shower with a flexible cable hose, and it shuts off and it drains out, and it works real well. And then you have your sliding doors in the head. And I put a magazine rack in there because I do extensive reading. The John is freshwater flushed, so you don't have to deal with creatures and seaweed coming up to pay you a visit. It's strictly freshwater, and it works great. This is a pull-out couch that sleeps 2 people very comfortably. You just grab it over here, you lift it, and you pull it out, and lay down here and watch that 26-inch TV, which also has a player on the side of it. You just put the disc into it. This is a kerosene lantern that I put in, and this nice brass lamp was installed. It gives you nice light. Here we have the fly bridge, and here we have a depth finder. Right now it says 14.9 down below there. This is a Furuno depth finder. And here is my Garmin GPS, which works real nice. It's a combination fish finder and GPS. This is the radar that works well also. as you can see, you have a nice big bow up in front of you there to knock the water down when you're going. It handles very nicely, this boat. Brand new anchor that's never been in the water yet, sitting out there waiting for somebody to take it for a ride. Now over here we have another bow thruster control here that you have to put the switch on, and then that works fine. You have another VHF radio. You have another rudder indicator, tells you where the rudder is. And then all your standard gauges with your tachometer there. This is a newer helm chair. Here we have our back-to-back seats on both sides. It can go down into a lounge, and a person could lay out on that. This is a nice storage box with a nice cushion, and of course we got all these opening zippered windows for when it's hot, and you can roll them all up and have a nice breeze coming through here. The whole enclosure is 3 years old and cost me over $7,000 to have it installed, and it's a special Umbrella canvas that's two different materials. One is the dark blue on the outside, and then the other one is a beige on the inside. Okay, here we have 165 horsepower Perkins diesel. It's turbocharged, intercooled, and it runs beautiful. These were made for tractors years ago by the English, and they just go and they go and they go. It has a brand new alternator on this side, and it's been a fabulous engine. It burns it burned 2.3 gallons an hour on a trip to Chesapeake Bay and back, with at times the AC running, the generator running. So it's fabulous on fuel, which is pretty important right now, the way prices are. I just want to let you know that I have a complete new fuel system in the boat, and this is a diagram as to how everything's connected in case one needs to get involved with it. This is a Raycor 1000 fuel filter, which is enormous, and from there it goes to these twin 500s, and if one should get a little clogged, there's valves in there that allows you to put the fuel through the other one and get it to the engine. I put an electric Walbro fuel pump in the system, and it's an extra, and it's used if you want to bleed the system of air, because the engine itself has its own mechanical fuel pump. And here's that vacuum gauge I showed you before. It shows if the line starts to get a little plugged up. So that's a little something extra that I made up for the boat that I think a new owner would like.